hardly anyone knows about this area in Universal Studios Florida. I'm at Universal Studios Florida, and I'm going to show you all of the hidden locations throughout the park. The first one is Hollywood Suites right behind me. It's above guest services, and it's only usually available if you're attending like a special event, or VIP tours in the morning sometimes uses Hollywood Suites above there. It's just a private dining room, very similar to Navigators Club at Islands of Adventure if you watched my previous video. Let's keep going. So this area connects you from Production Central to Hollywood. There's a locker bay over here. You can enter over by the Production Central restrooms next to them, and then it takes you over to the Bourne Stuntacular in Hollywood. This last spot is probably the most interactive area at Universal Studios Florida, and I just feel like no one knows about it. It's not a ride. Stay tuned and I'll show you. I've always said it's my way or Minion Way, and that's what takes us to this road, which is called Minion Way. So it's right next to Despicable Me, Minion Mayhem. This used to be an old entrance to Universal Studios Florida, but when Blue Man Group left the building, they don't use this entrance anymore. So really this is kind of a long pathway to nothing, but there are banana trees right here that this is what they feed the Minions overnight, the banana trees right here. Behind me is the FAL-CONY, the Fallon balcony. So it's a part of Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon. You can really only access it if you're attending a private event, or if the attraction has extra team member, you can do a Fallon tour and they'll take you up to the FAL-CONY. It's a cool spot. It's great for watching the concerts. So sometimes you'll see VIPs watching concerts from Music Plaza stage up on the FAL-CONY. So again, just a little spot to check out if you're able to, and they have the extra staff at Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon. This is my favorite restaurant seating area in all of Universal Studios Florida. It's this little covered patio outside of Monsters Cafe. You can kind of get a view of Rip Ride Rockit. It's got the Transformers extended queue, but if you're not visiting during a really busy time, they don't use it. So it's just kind of a nice chill spot to relax. Very covered. Monsters Cafe is a great restaurant. 2 thumbs up from me. Behind me is the New York Public Library facade. Again, unless you're visiting during Halloween Horror Nights, not much going on back here, but it's a cool spot to stop. You can take a photo in front of the library facade. There's also, again, this would only be accessible if you're at a special event, but there's Soundstage 33 right here, which is a special soundstage they use for private events sometimes. And then of course, when you're visiting during Halloween Horror Nights, the queue lines go back here. I feel like not many people know about the subway station at Universal Studios Florida, so you can actually go down and visit the subway station. Ceiling. Just kidding. Behind me is Revenge of the Mummy, which is currently closed for refurbishment. However, when it's open, I've got a couple related to it, or one I guess related to it. So it's another attraction tour. So again, it depends on staffing, but if they do have the staff available, they can take you under the track. So they can do a Mummy production tour and take you under the track of Revenge of the Mummy. That's a really cool spot, probably one of the coolest in this video. Related to Revenge of the Mummy, and I feel like this is less of a hidden spot now, but when Revenge of the Mummy opened, it had a extended queue for when it was super popular, and now that it's been open for a while, they don't need the extended queue anymore, so they use it for a tribute store now. So seasonally, you can go through the tribute store, and it's really the extended queue of what formerly was the extended queue of Revenge of the Mummy. So another little cool spot that you can check out depending on when you're visiting. Right now there's not one because the Mardi Gras store closed less than a week ago, but usually they do a summer tribute store that's probably coming up. So this is between Louie's and the arcade. There's this kind of this alleyway that leads to nothing. So it's another great seating area and just kind of out of the beaten path, if you will. I'm in the arcade in New York and I'm gonna take a little break from doing the hidden spots, and I'm going to play this large game. If it lands in any shade of green, I will ride Fast and Furious all day. Not today because the day's almost over, but from start of the day to the end of the day, I'll ride Fast and Furious Supercharged all day if it goes in a shade of green. Okay, here we go. Oh, please, no green. Oh, there it is, orange. Safe again. New York is jam-packed with hidden areas like Sting Alley behind me. There's nothing really back here, just some Easter egg posters and movie references, but it is a cool spot to take some photos with your family. This is Central Park, so it's across the waterway from New York, so that when they shoot scenes in New York, it looks like Central Park's in the background. That's why it's called Central Park, even though it's connected to Hollywood. Confused me for a long time. Maybe it confused you, or maybe everybody knew that. I don't know. This area is a really open, wide area, great for a picnic or just chilling out, relaxing, especially on a day where the weather's cooler. It's a great spot to just relax. The only time it ever gets busy is during Universal's nighttime show. On select nights, they do a lagoon show here, but otherwise, wide open and empty, and a great hidden spot that most people walk right by. Across from Central Park and then next to Cafe La Bamba is this little seating area, which I feel like most people pass and probably don't know what's here. It's got this great water fountain. You can probably hear it in the background. You can make a wish. My wish today would be, I wish it was slightly cooler. So behind me is what was formerly the Garden of Allah. It's not here anymore. It's the NBC Media Center, which they do like screenings for movies and test footage and things like that periodically. But it used to be like the best cut through in this whole park. It would cut you through to KIDZONE. I'll show you where it led to. They took it out when they redid this area a few years ago, and I deeply, deeply miss it. So this segment's more of an RIP than it is a hidden area now. So here is where it led to. There used to be a path right here and you could cut through if you were going like ET. It would have saved you so much time. It was so nice. It's gone now. This area isn't always open, but when it is, it's a great spot. It is the lower level of LOMBARD'S. So LOMBARD'S is a seafood restaurant at Universal Studios Florida. And then you can access this on either side when it's open. And it's just kind of like a wooden plank area along the water across from London and Springfield. So this next one is probably the most hidden spot at all of Universal Studios Florida. It's this little hole in the wall, hole in a brick wall, Diagon Alley. So this isn't exactly a hidden area, but at the top of these staircases, not many people usually go up here, and you can see all of Diagon Alley down below. As you can see, it's a pretty busy day today. So a lot of people visit Diagon Alley and don't even know Knockturn Alley exists, but when you enter Diagon Alley, on your left is Knockturn Alley. There's a whole indoor air-conditioned area, and in my opinion, this is the coolest area of Diagon Alley, is this part. So you definitely have to check out this part when you visit, and there's a lot of interactive wand locations, and there's even Borgin & Burke's shop in here as well. So it depends on their staffing level at Men in Black. However, if they have an extra person, you can request an immigration tour, and you'll get to see the bottom floor of Men in Black, which not many people get to go down there. You can see it when you're in the queue and you look down and there's all the aliens typing. So you can go down there, sit in the chairs, and sign the check-in book of who's been down there. I'm over at the Springfield waterfront. So this area is, as the name implies, on the water in Springfield. Another huge seating area outdoors. This one has a little less coverage, so if it's raining or sunny, it's probably less ideal, but it's behind the Duff Brewery out here, and you can just grab a Duff beer, a donut sundae, and just hang out by the water with the ducks. There's a duck right down here as I talk. Not a hidden spot per se, but there is a hidden detail near this spot, and it's the 7 Duffs. You've met the 7 Dwarfs? This is the 7 Duffs. Okay, who do we have here? We have Edgy. Oh, Remorseful. And Dizzy over on this side. As their name implies, they do look a little dizzy. Ooh, over here we have Tipsy. Not to be mistaken with Dizzy. This one kind of looks dizzy, but this one's tipsy. And then you have Surly, Queasy, and last but not least, Sleazy. I've brought you here to discuss a very serious matter. Our next hidden spot. It's actually right next to the Animal Actors, between Springfield and Animal Actors. There's lots of tables. If you watch a lot of our videos, especially the Trying Everything videos, we often go here to try a lot of food because it's a convenient seating spot that's usually not as busy. Fast Food Boulevard can get pretty crowded, so if you don't mind eating outside, here's a great covered spot to eat outside. When they do food festivals like Mardi Gras, you can step by here and eat as well. So lots of fun options. The taco truck's right here, a nice seating area to eat. And not many people stop by here because it's hidden. You have to go around the shrub to get to it. But this does lead me to the next spot, KIDZONE Pizza Company. It's off to your right when you enter KIDZONE, and I just feel like there's not usually many people back here. It's just a nice little area to sit down, and a lot of times this area is closed. And also sometimes you can say hello to Squidward. This is the old Barney Courtyard. Now it's outside of the DreamWorks theater, the DreamWorks destination, but it's really wide open throughout the day. There's not many people here usually, and people mostly pass it. They either go to Woody Woodpecker's Nut House Coaster or they don't come back here at all. So this is a nice quiet area, hidden, just to relax. So not many people know about this area in the back of Universal Studios in KIDZONE. You gotta watch out for the ball pit in Curious George play area in the back. There's a huge ball pit. It's a lot of fun. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, I've got another one over at Islands of Adventure. I show you every hidden spot in Islands of Adventure. I'll leave a link over here or here, and I'll race you there.